Honolulu. If Oahu is the heart of Hawaii, then Honolulu is its racing pulse. In this cosmopolitan capital city, you'll find everything from historic landmarks to fine dining to world-class shopping. Home to the majority of Oahu's population, Honolulu stretches across the southeastern shores of the island, from Pearl Harbor to Makapu'u Point, encompassing world-famous Waikiki Beach along the way. A brief history of the Hawaiian Islands. 1,500 years ago, Polynesians arrive in Hawaii, navigating using only the stars. 1778, Captain James Cook lands on Kauai, marking the first European contact with Hawaii. 1790 to 1795, key battles, including the Battle of Kepaniwai and the Battle of Nuuanu, shaped the unification of Hawaii. 1795 to 1874. The Kamehameha dynasty reigns, with Kamehameha I uniting the islands in 1810. 1820. The first missionaries arrive in Hawaii. 1835. The first sugar plantation opens on Kauai, beginning the agricultural boom. 1845. Honolulu becomes the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom. 1850. Workers are recruited from China and other countries to support plantation labor needs. 1874. The Kamehameha dynasty ends, and King David Kalakaua is elected. 1891 to 1893. Queen Liliuokalani takes the throne, but the Hawaiian Kingdom is overthrown in 1893. 1898. Hawaii is annexed by the United States. 1941. The Japanese attack Pearl Harbor during World War II. 1959. Hawaii becomes the 50th state of the United States. 2009. Barack Obama, born in Honolulu, becomes the 44th president of the U.S. 2017. The Malama Honua worldwide voyage concludes, promoting sustainability and Polynesian culture worldwide. Welcome to Honolulu, located on the southeastern shore of Oahu, the third largest island in Hawaii. This beautiful capital city is not only the heart of the Hawaiian Islands, but also a gateway to a unique blend of natural beauty, history, and culture. Hawaiian customs and traditions. Native Hawaiians navigated to the Hawaiian Islands, where they lived and flourished for centuries, carrying on the cultural traditions they brought with them and innovating new ones. With the influx of a diverse group of people to the islands, including the missionaries who converted many Hawaiians to Christianity and immigrant laborers who worked the sugarcane plantations, some native Hawaiian traditions were widely adopted and evolved in the same pattern of assimilation, adaptation, and innovation that affected the culture of newcomers, creating a shared culture of diverse influences commonly referred to simply as local. However, many native Hawaiian customs have been protected and perpetuated and are still practiced today. Native Hawaiian traditions. 1. The honi ihu, or the touching of noses, is a traditional method of greeting one another, whether it's a man and woman, two men or two women. It allows both people to exchange breath, which is the supremely important life force in Hawaiian understanding, and also share scents and convey a closeness in relationship. 2. Made out of flowers, bird feathers, shells, seeds, or hair. The lei, garland or wreath, has become a symbol of Hawaii. Worn on the top of the head or around the neck, lei were used ornamentally by native Hawaiians, especially chiefs, to signify their rank. Giving a lei was a traditional practice, but not like the ceremonious welcome practice that has become the local custom today. The manner of presenting was also different. It was tied around the neck rather than casting the lei over the head, respecting the sacredness of a person's head and back. 3. Hula is a complex art form performed for religious purposes, entertainment, and to preserve historical events, genealogy, and mythology through movements accompanied by chants. It is a sacred, serious pursuit involving rigorous training and technical skill and academic knowledge taught by respected kumu, teachers, who carry on and advance wisdom from a long lineage of masters. Unlike a lot of hula performed today, hula wasn't meant to be a spectacle and was often performed privately. 4. A coveted value, malama aina, take care of the land, upholds the strong connection Hawaiians have to the land It provided food, nourishment, and sustainability. So it was a profound privilege and duty, or kuleana, to take care of it in return by being great stewards, so that everyone, including future generations, could thrive from the bounty of the island's natural resources. This ethos still drives many of Hawaii's taro farmers, fish pond caretakers, and ecologists and conservationists of all stripes. 5. Hawaiian parties are called pa'ina, dinner party, or aha'aina, feast, but a misunderstanding by 19th century newspaper reporters gave these distinctive celebrations the name luau, the name for taro tops, a common ingredient in Hawaiian cuisine, and its stuff. Though not an ancient name usage, the sentiments are similar. They brought together groups of people to enjoy delicious food. At the time in Hawaii's history, when the sugar industry grew and plantations multiplied, immigrant laborers were brought largely from China, Portugal, Japan, Korea, Puerto Rico, and the Philippine Islands. This diverse group of people living together in close-knit communities created a melting pot of cultures, which produced a unique blend of customs that have roots from many areas of the globe that are collectively referred to as local. Contemporary local customs. 1. Derived from the traditional Hawaiian honi ihu, a hug and a kiss on the cheek is a common greeting in Hawaii, whether you're meeting friends, family, or new people. At business meetings, handshakes are still acceptable. 2. Understanding the semantics of the language shows respect to the island and people you're visiting. Only refer to things as Hawaiian if you're talking about the indigenous culture and people of Hawaii. Non-Hawaiians are referred to as locals or kama'aina, child of the land. 3. Hawaiian Pidgin English is a Creole language created at a time when various immigrants and Hawaiians needed a way to communicate with each other. A mixture of words from different languages. It may sound like broken English to uninformed listeners. It's best not to attempt Hawaiian Pidgin English unless you're fluent, as it may be perceived as mockery or disrespect. 4. Wearing a flower tucked above your left ear, the same side as your heart, discreetly communicates that you have a significant other, while a flower tucked above your right ear lets others know that you're available. This practice has no roots in Hawaiian culture, but is a fun local custom. 5. It is not common to use a car horn while driving in Hawaii unless you are honking a friendly hello. Instead, waving or throwing a shaka when someone lets you into their lane is encouraged. 6. It is considered a kind gesture to bring omiyage, gifts, from afar for family or friends. Unlike a standard souvenir, such as a magnet or postcard, the idea is to choose items that can't be found in the recipient's region, especially food. For instance, buying a box of macadamia nuts for a friend in Iowa where they are not common, or bringing a box of special cookies to a friend on another island where they are not available. Gifts of food are also given in exchange for favors. 7. Speaking of gifts, don't take rocks or sand from the beach or lava rocks from a volcano. Superstition says that people who take them will be cursed, which probably gets its roots from the high esteem Hawaiian culture has always held for rocks. A lithoculture. Stones were used for many things, such as tools, fences, housing. They can even be forms of deities. Leaving rocks as you found them is the best practice. 8. Take off your shoes before entering someone's house. You'll rarely find a house in Hawaii that doesn't follow this practice. Observing the custom respects your hosts and keeps the dirt outside. 9. Give a gift of lei to welcome someone, or say ahuihu until we meet again. Lei are also appropriate gifts at graduations, birthdays, or other special occasions. It's a bad omen to give a pregnant woman a closed lei, a representation of an umbilical cord wrapping around the neck of a child, so ask the florist to make it open-ended. 10. A person's humility is generally deemed a more valuable characteristic than a person's connections or financial worth. Wearing flashy clothes or name-dropping in Hawaii can be perceived as arrogance rather than pride. Music of Hawaii. From traditional to contemporary, the roots of Hawaiian music go back 1,000 years, and you can still hear echoes in today's rhythms, percussion instruments, chants, and vocal styles. Traditional music is generally simple in its structure and both reverent and haunting in the way that it's presented. Some of these qualities stem from the influence of early missionaries' hymns, which significantly influenced the direction of traditional Hawaiian music in the 19th century. But today, it's also possible to hear variations of Hawaiian music that are as diverse as the island's mix of cultures. Everything from rock and roll and rap to jazz and a Hawaiian form of reggae known as Jawaiian. Hawaii's vibrant art scene reflects the natural beauty and cultural depth of its islands. From traditional forms like featherwork, kapa, bark cloth, petroglyphs, and wood carvings, rooted in ancient Hawaiian traditions, to contemporary street art and photography, the islands are a hub of creativity. Traditional art. Native Hawaiian art was both practical and spiritual, featuring detailed craftsmanship in feather capes, wooden carvings, and tattoos. These works were deeply symbolic, representing a person's social and spiritual identity. Contemporary art. Western influence began with early explorers who documented Hawaii's landscapes. This evolved into schools of art, like the Volcano School and the Art Deco era. Modern artists, such as Kamea Hadar and Solomon Enos, continue to blend Hawaiian heritage with contemporary themes. Museums and events. Museums like the Bishop Museum and the Honolulu Museum of Art showcase both traditional and modern works. Major events such as the Mamo Wearable Art Show and POW! Wow! Hawaii Street Art Festival further celebrate the artistic spirit of the islands. Poke, a Hawaiian delicacy, is simply raw seafood, often cubed tuna, marinated with sauces, herbs, or mayo. Though it may seem unusual, its bite-sized chunks offer a delightful texture, resembling chicken, which appeals to both seafood lovers and meat eaters. Poke can be made with a variety of seafood like salmon, shrimp, or ono. Islanders use freshly caught fish, creating flavorful marinades ranging from spicy rubs to citrusy blends. It's perfect for beach cookouts, as poke is portable and fun to share, though it's best eaten fresh since it doesn't keep well overnight. Poi, another luau staple. This soupy purple pudding is simply ground up taro and water. You can still find fields of this traditional root vegetable all over the islands as an ode to the past, as ancient Hawaiians relied heavily on this starch for carbohydrates centuries ago. The root, which is much like a potato or yam, is mashed down into a thick purple paste. Water is added to make poi. Most mainlanders won't find any flavor in this dish, but those with a refined palate will find the pudding slightly sour. Add a little bit of Kalua pig to take the poi up a notch. Best places in Honolulu. Waikiki Beach, famous for its golden sands, clear waters, and surfing. Diamond Head, a scenic hike offering stunning views of the coast and city. Iolani Palace, explore the rich history of Hawaii's royal family. Pearl Harbor, a historic site with memorials honoring Wadioi events. Honolulu Museum of Art, home to a vast collection of Asian and Pacific art. Ala Moana Center, a huge outdoor shopping mall with great dining. Hanauma Bay, a perfect spot for snorkeling in crystal clear waters.